Good evening.
That's how it is. Good evening. So let's go for question number 8 first. Okay, question number 8 is important, bacho. So make sure to do it couple of times. So who will read this question for me? Yes, Kamna, you do the thing. Read it.
A river 3 meter deep and 40-meter
Question number
wide is
8. Question
made.
number 8. 8. 8.
Okay, sorry, sir. A solid cube of side 12 centimeters cut into 8 cubes of equal volume. What will be the side of the new cube? New cube. Also find the ratio between their surface areas.
So see, this question comprises of couple of questions. That's why this is important. If this question comes in your exam, you can assure that you will fetch 5 marks. Okay, because this question is quite like taking the parts. See, what will be the side of the knee cube? Also, that means there is another part. Find the ratio between their surface area. So let's breaking down in a couple of ways. Let's see what we can understand here. A solid cube of side 12 centimeters cut into 8 cubes of equal volume. So what I have is a solid cube. I have a cube. Let me draw a cube if I can. Okay, this cube is made up from squares. So that's my solid cube. So what is happening? We are slicing this off and it has a side of what? The bigger cube has a side of how many centimeters? That we can read it from the question. It's it's 12 centimeters, isn't it? So it's 12 centimeters. So all the sides of the cube are 12 centimeters, the bigger cube. Now this guy is cut into eight cubes of equal volume. So if I have to say that this guy is cut into 8 cubes of equal volume, volume of small cubes. Can we say that this is equal to this? That volume of bigger cube is equal to 8 times volume of smaller cube. That is one way to say it, isn't it? Are you getting it? Or you can say, if you remember that n, I told you the formula for n, it is the bigger v by smaller v. I can say bigger v is actually n times smaller v, and n is already been given here, 8. This time we have to find the smaller v actually. Are you people getting it? Yes. Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay. Only one person is telling yes. What about others?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now let's solve this. Volume of bigger cube must be 8 times volume of bigger cube must be because it is being cut into 8 smaller cubes, right? I can show you that how it is cut. It is somewhat, I don't know, that this can be cut in a number of ways actually. That's the 3D kind of a thing. So 8 times volume of smaller cube. Now, if I remember the formula of cube, what is the formula of cube? Volume of cube. Yes, I told you just before the session. It's
A
Bhaiya.
cube. A cube.
Bhaiya. Bhaiya cube. It's A cube.
Nivim A cube.
A cube. So if we have a bigger side, so let's call it bigger A cube. Okay, side cube. And 8 times smaller A cube. Okay. Now the bigger side is 12. 12 cube is equal to 8 times A cube. And now what we will do, we will take this guy 8 on the left hand side. And now we can solve it. 12 times 12 times 12 times 8. Okay, there's a better way to solve it actually. You don't have to simplify. See, let's take cube root. It's cube. This side, this will become a cube root if you are aware of taking operations like these. Now, can you tell me what will happen for the a? What will my a will be? Cube cube thing will cancel out with cube root. It's a cube root. It's not a square root. So it will become 12, isn't it? Are you people getting it? Oh, is
Yes,
getting
Bhaiya.
not. Weber, keep your mic shut for now. Teachers a noise aati hai. Yeah. And this 8 is the cube of which number? Yes.
2.
2.
1 second. Bacha, give me a second and you try this question. Just a second. Yes, it was a cylinder, guys. So I have to take the cylinder. So it's the cube root will give me 2. Now it's an easy way out. So A is 6 centimeter. So my side of the new cube, that's a smaller cube, is 6 centimeters. See, I can picture you this thing now. What is happening? This 12 centimeter cube is being divided into small cubes. And how many cubes are there? 8 cubes with a side of 6 centimeter. Okay, that's the case. If I have to understand it, up to this, these are 8. Okay, and this is 12 centimeter. Now this was the first part, right? This was the first part. ये first part पहले सबको clear हुआ? Yes. Then we'll move on to the second part.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Good. Good. Drishti, are you able to get this because you are new at this? स्कूल में कौन सा चैप्टर चल रहा है दृष्टि तुम्हारे?
सर यही चल रहा है अभी
यही चल रहा है. चलो, you are very lucky then. Okay.
13.6 स्टार्ट है सर अभी
13.6. Hopefully we will start that today. Hopefully नहीं, आज तो start ही हो जाएगी. So you are going at a good pace. Okay, let me not drop this. Let me go to the second part now. The second part says also find the ratio of the surface areas. When I say the ratio of the surface, I mean this part, ratio up and down. Now the ratio, I will take the first thing that is given the upper side and the smaller thing in the lower side. So I can say that the ratio that can be written as bigger surface area, that is the surface area of bigger cube, Now, do you people remember the formula for surface area of cube? And when I say surface, it's total surface, and S stands for smaller surface area of smaller cube. I know the sides for both. Yes, what's the formula for surface area of cube? Total surface area.
भैया total surface area of cube क्या कहते हैं A4
6a square. Good.
So
it's
A6
6a square, right? It's the bigger
6,
side and small 6a square. I can cancel out 6 and it's actually a square, that's the 12. And small age we just found out it's 6 times x2, it's 4:1. Answer is 4:1. Is that okay with everyone? Yes. That was
Yes,
quite
sir.
easy actually. Okay, I'm glad that one is okay. So let's move to question number 9 now. Now, question number 9, you need to understand it very carefully. Let me remove all this first. Okay, I'll take my time to remove this. Now, you people read question number 9, take your time. इतनी space काफी है, I guess. I don't need to rub it. Then I will move to a new slide. So this question. Now see, if you are like 100 students, only 5 of the students will be able to do this. Okay, why is that so? Because they are not able to understand the concept that is being asked in this question. Okay, they are like, we are aware of the formula and we only know how to plug in the values, and this is the case for every student almost. But that shouldn't be the case for you. This will make you different from other students. Now, how we have to approach this question? Before coming to this question, I want to tell you something. See, volume of cuboid, if I have to talk about meters, the SI unit is meter cube, isn't it? SI unit is meter cube. I can say it's meter times meter times meter. Something should be like here, meter times meter times meter, right? So I need 3 values so that in order to get meter cube. Now what is happening right here? I have a river. If I have to draw a river that's 3 meter deep, that deep means height.
Gehra.
Yes, height.
Height, yeah, height.
And 40 meter wide, wide means breadth. 40 meter wide, that means breadth. Right, I hope the spelling is correct. Flowing at the rate of 2 km/h. Now this is the issue. How much water will fall into the sea in a minute? Now, how much means the volume? That's okay. I know how I have to find the volume, but the problem is I don't know my length. I need to know my length. See, I have 2 meters here. I need another meter here, isn't it? Are you people getting it? So what we have to say, I have to use this quantity somehow to get my length. Okay, so that I have another meter guy. So what I will do, see, it says that 2 km/h, the water is flowing at 2 km/h. So it's the length it is talking about. Actually, if I take a cross section of the river, it will look something like this. This is full of water. Okay, it's full of water. Now what is telling us, the width is 40 meter, the depth is 3 meter, but I don't know the length. Okay, the length is nothing but the flowing water. Okay, so I can say that in 1 hour, water flows 2 km, because 2 km/h, that means this, right? This is the length actually, 2 km. Now that's in 1 hour. I need the length for 1 minute. I need the volume for 1 minute, right? So how about we convert it into 1 minute as well, so that I have length for 1 minute only. So 1 hour is 2 km. Let's convert it into meter first, because I need another meter guy only. So it's meter. So in 1 hour, water flows itna. So 1 hour is nothing but 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, water flows. That's the same thing. I'm writing the same thing, nothing else. Flows 2000 meter. Okay, this is the length we are talking about, because it can only be the length. It cannot be the length in this way, 2 km/h. That's the speed. That's why I converted into this way. 1 hour, that's 2 km length. Okay, so that is one way to say it. Okay, so now 60 minutes is this. I need for 1 minute, so I will do in 1 minute. What I will do now, I will divide my right hand side with 60, isn't it? 60. So this will cancel out. 2 times 100, 2 times 3. So that's 100 by 3 meters. So this is my actual length. I'm looking for the volume. Okay, this is my actual length. Now what we'll do, we will just plug in the values for volume, and that will be my volume. That is how much water is flowing, right? So volume is LBH, that's the cuboid. So 100 by 3 times 3 times 40 times 3. This will cancel out. It's 4000 meter per cube. So that's my answer. Let me repeat it again. A river 3 meter deep. Let me take a different color. Okay. A river. Okay. Okay, I just got to know another feature is here. Highlighter can be used. That's nice. Okay, let's see how we use highlighter. Okay, that's not a highlighter. Why does it say that it's a highlighter? Okay, so how about I go for pen only? Yeah, so deep, itna deep hai, itna width hai, is flowing at a rate of this. This cannot be my length, so I have to find out the length from this guy, but not per hour. How much water will fall into the sea in a minute? So I need to find the length for a minute only. This is for a minute already. This I need to convert. So in 1 hour, water flows 2 km. That's 2000 meter. In 60 minutes, it flows 2000 meter. Same thing. They are the same thing. In 1 minute, we will divide it by 60. I will get 100 by 3 meters length. Then what we did, we just plug in the values and we have our answer. Is this okay with everyone? Yes. Get out
Yes,
you can
sir.
ask.
Yes, sir.
Good, good. So how about we move to the last question that we forgot to do, question number 6, or maybe we postponed it. So let's move to question number 6. किसी कोई doubt है तो he or she can ask. Okay. Later on, it may be difficult to explain because I don't have the answer right in front of them. So it's 6th. A village having a population of 4,000. Read this just a sec. Yes. Glass of water. Refresh now. Let's move to the question. A village having a population of 4,000. So there's a population of 4,000. That's quite a small. Popo. Popo is not the spelling. It's coming out to be Popoi. Population is 4,000. Okay. 150 liters of water per head per day is required. So these guys keep themselves hydrated. That is one way to say it. So if I have to say volume of water required for the village, for the whole village, how can you find that? You'll just multiply the per head guy, 150 liters per head, and there are 4,000 people. So 150 times what? 4,000, isn't it? So 15, 30, 45, 60, and we have 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's around 6 lakhs, right? So itna liter pani pure gaon ko chahiye. It has a tank measuring this, so there is a tank. Now, issue here. Now there are meters here, and this has a liter. Now later on we will be doing something with it. But so I need to convert this liter guy into meter cube. The volume will be in meter cube. Now day before yesterday, I told you the conversion in that 1 meter cube is 1,000 liter. Okay, if you don't remember it, do write it down. Here it is. You can also observe it in the second question we did. So 1 liter will be nothing but 1 by 1,000 meter cube. So if I have to convert something in meter cube, I will divide this guy by 3, 4, 5,000. That's 3 goes for 3. That's 600 meter cube. Is it clear up till now? Koi doubt hai to pucho?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, good. So now what is happening? We have a tank. So we have a tank. Volume of tank will be LBH. I'm not calculating it up till now. I will tell you why. This is something this. It's already been given. For how many days will the water of this tank last? So how many days? It's again asking for N. I have told you how to find the N. Yes. Can you tell me how to find the N? There is a smaller formula for it. Yes.
We are larger को smaller से divide करना larger number
Very
को.
good. Which is my larger volume here?
Volume of tank.
Absolutely. Okay. You don't go for this. Obviously, if you are taking water from the tank, your volume of tank will be greater, right? It may happen someday that these people are like drinking a lot. It may be humid or something. But for now, it's V upon small v. This is my bigger V, and this is my smaller v. So you can say it's volume of tank divided by volume of water required for whole village. Water required for whole village. Whole village. And if I divide these guys, see, that's why I didn't multiply it, because I can actually do my calculations easily now. 100, that's 0, that's 5, that's 3. Okay, that's 3 days. 3 days it will last. Can someone check the answer? Piche. Check karo jara. Kya aa raha hai piche? If you have the book with you.
भैया सही है आंसर.
सही है. Good. भाई ये तो बड़ा ही बेकार हिसाब है ऐसे. मतलब 3 दिन ही पानी चलेगा, मतलब इन लोगों को बड़ी दिक्कत होती होगी. चलो पता नहीं कौन सा गांव है ये. चलो ठीक है, मे बी राजस्थान और समथिंग, राइट? I was shocked. That's why I asked you for checking out the answer. 3 days is a very small number of days. Don't you think so? हमें बहुत दिक्कत, मतलब इन लोगों को कितनी दिक्कत होती होगी. We take water for granted, or right? पानी कितनी दिक्कत होती होगी. If this is an actual scenario, there are villages where there is scenarios like this. There is lack of water, and we like waste water, keeping our tap on always. So let's not go into EVS. Let's come to next exercise. So Tushti will be happy with this exercise because it's going on in school, in her school. So surface area and volume, class 9th NCERT. I need the next exercise, that's 13.6. Can you people guess what will be it about? We have already discussed cuboid and cube. Next will be what? Can you guess? The volume of what?
Cylinder.
Cylinder. Good. बिल्कुल हमने देसी वॉइस में बोला है तो सिलेंडर. That's why cylinder is right circular cylinder. It's a better way to say it, right? Because it's always straight. You can have a tilted cylinder as well. That's also a cylinder. But why do we have a right circular cylinder? Because at your level, we are only able to discuss those. Okay, it's not. Yeah, it's 13.6. So let's take it. Let's screenshot it and add it to our whiteboard. A couple of minutes, but let me add it. Cylinder. And that's saved. And okay, let me move it here. Okay, how about down? If I go down, I have more. Let me take this one as well. On Sunday, when I will free, I'm sending recordings to every batch. So do remind me to send you as well. So what I was doing, cylinder to cylinder. Sambhavi, you were absent yesterday. Why? See, I remember all these things.
भैया तबियत खराब थी।
तबीयत खराब थी? अरे तबीयत का भैया ध्यान रखो। So let's go to 13.6. Before coming to 13.6, let's talk about this guy called cylinder, which I got just before, just 10 minutes earlier, right? So that's cylinder. So now this is a right circular cylinder because it's 90 degree, bilkul straight. Now a couple of things about it. The couple of things I want to talk about. Curved surface and total surface area, we have already talked about that. Curved surface is 2 pi r h. We have also derived it actually using a practical approach. H plus 2 pi r h plus r. That's the formula. Now for the volume, I told you the volume can be derived for any figure by using the formula area of base into height. The area of base is pi r square if you will be very focused on it. And height is h. There is no slant height involved, and that's pi r square h. So that's the volume. Now, this exercise won't be that easy. You are not in grade 8th right now. This will be calculative. I'm not saying it will be tough. I'm saying it will be calculative. And if you can practice it, you can obviously make this concept easy. Now, a couple of things I want to tell you. I've already told you that 1 meter cube is 1000 liters. 1000 liters. There is one more thing. 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. I want you to remember these stuffs. Okay. So 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. Okay, that's one way to say it. So this will be used in the next problem. That's why I have mentioned it beforehand. Now, let's see what kind of questions we have. The circumference of the base of a cylindrical vessel. So there is a cylindrical vessel. That is a Burton is called vessel, and we have a circumference. So circumference means this boundary. For the base, it is talking about only the base. So circumference is being given 132 centimeter. That is 2 pi r is being given 132. That's the circumference formula, right? Circumference formula. Height is 25 centimeter. How many liters of water can it hold? First thing, let's calculate in centimeter cube. Later on, we will convert it into liters. So now, first of all, for the volume, I need pi r square h. H is here, okay? R is not here. So I will calculate my R in order to plug in the values here. So let's calculate R using this equality that is being given. So 2 guy will go here and it will make it 66, I guess, 6, yeah, that's right. So 22 by 7, plug in the values for pi. If it is not stated otherwise, the pi will be 22 by 7. Let's cross multiply 7 and 22. 22 times 3 gives me 66. So R is 21 centimeter. So R is 21 centimeter. Let's plug in the values again. That's 22 by 7. R is 21. R is 21. H is 25. 7 times 3. And you people will multiply this and tell me the answer quickly. Multiply these.
34650.
क्या बचे?
34650.
34650. Let us check. किसी और का भी आता है तो मे भी यही होगा. सेंटीमीटर क्यूब में चाहिए, लीटर्स में नहीं कर रहे।
भैया 34,150।
तुमने किसी और लैंग्वेज में बोल दिया। गुड। और किसी का आंसर आया?
34650.
Good. Now I'm getting sure that this may be the answer. How about others? See, you need to do the calculated part by using a pen and register right now only because later on you won't be able to. So it's centimeter cube. So now how about we convert it into liters? Now I know how to convert. 1000 centimeter cubes gives me 1 liter. So 1 centimeter cube is 1 upon 1000 liters. So what I will do, I will multiply this guy by 1 upon 1000, or you can say dividing it by 1000. So it will give me 34.65 liters is by the water. Okay. So this much amount of water it can hold, the vessel, the burden we have. So first question is clear to everyone? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Now, before coming to the next question, see, there are so many concepts within these many questions. There's something called density. Okay. Can anyone tell me the formula for density? It's mass over volume. Okay. That's the formula. If you don't remember it, you can remember it now. Density formula is mass over volume. Okay. You can write it down somewhere or write it down in your exercise 13.6 just in front of the question 2. Okay. I will suggest this so that whenever you come to this exercise, you know this formula. Yes. Now question number 2. Okay. There is the inner diameter of a cylindrical wooden pipe. So I guess this will be a hollow figure now because there's inner and outer things involved. So I have a cylindrical pipe. Okay, that's my cylindrical pipe. And it has an inner diameter. This inner diameter is being given as, I don't know what it is. It's 24. It's 24 centimeter. And its outer diameter is 28 centimeter. Interesting. That means it must have something outer as well. That means it's a hollow. It's a hollow pipe. It's a hollow pipe, right? It's a hollow pipe. So it's something like this. My best attempt at drawing it. Yeah. So that's kind of a hollow pipe. That means inside it's empty and we have a thickness right here of the pipe. Okay. That's something like this. Are you people getting my figure? Yes. It's hollow. Kokla. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's my inner diameter. I will write small d for the inner diameter and the capital D for the outer diameter. Okay. The length of the pipe, that means nothing but the height. The length of the pipe is 35 centimeter. Find the mass of the pipe if 1 centimeter cube of mass has this. Okay. We'll calculate the mass later on. First we need a couple of things here. First, we need the volume here. Okay. Because then only we can multiply the density and we will get just a sec. Okay. We won't require this formula actually. That's good. We won't require this formula. It's not that complicated. I thought it will be complicated. That's in grade 10 actually, I guess. Okay, your grade is 9, so you won't require it. You can do it directly. You just need to calculate the volume. Now there is a special formula for volume of hollow cylinder. I think I have told you this before. I don't know. Hollow cylinder का volume का formula एक special होता है और क्यों special होता है वो भी clear कर देते हैं. देखो. Volume अगर मैं बाहर वाले cylinder का बोलूं volume तो वो होगा pi capital R square h. That's the bigger radius, right? और अगर मैं वॉल्यूम बोलूं छोटे वाले का तो वो क्या होगा पाई स्मॉल आर स्क्वायर एच, राइट? अंदर वाले का वॉल्यूम. अब वॉल्यूम जो है, हाँ, अब क्या करेंगे, देखो हमें इसका वॉल्यूम चाहिए, यही वॉल्यूम है एक्चुअली में. लेट मी स्विच ऑन माय वीडियो, आई कैन लाइक एक्सप्लेन.
इसका
सो इट्स लाइक समथिंग लाइक दिस. I'm using pen for my pen holders. So it's something like this. It's hollow. Yes. So actually when I talk about volume, I'm talking about this thickness only. Okay, this thickness only. ये जो thickness है, तो इसलिए हमें बाहर के वॉल्यूम से अंदर के वॉल्यूम को सब्ट्रैक्ट करना होगा, जब जाके इसका वॉल्यूम मिलेगा थिकनेस वाले का. Yes, did you get it? So the
Yes,
volume
भैया.
of hollow cylinder का एक formula बन रहा है नया, उसे लिख लो. That's pi capital
भैया
R
याद है
square h
मुझे.
minus small pi r square h. So we will take pi h common, r square minus r
Pi
square. We have
h r
talked
square
about it
minus
in
r square.
class 8th as well. Okay. So let's calculate it now. Let's calculate
Yes,
it.
भैया.
Volume of pipe or hollow cylinder, you can say. Mute your mic. When there is a need, unmute it and say. When there is no need, don't. If it is making noise, you shouldn't. So pi h r square minus r square. So the smaller r will be half of it, that's 12. The bigger r will be half of it, that's 14. So pi h is 35. Okay, let's plug in the values. 22 by 7, 35. R square, that's 14 square minus 12 square. Let's calculate this. You people will calculate this. I'm not doing this. Tell me the answer for this.
So 220. So answer is 220.
Okay, let's see. It's 7 times 5, 110. 14 square is actually 196. That's 144. If you don't remember the squares, you can multiply them. 110. 190 subtracted with this will give me 2 and gives me, I don't know. It's, are you sure that's 220? Answer is 220. That's 2 and that's
No
5.
sir, no sir, no sir.
So 52 times 11 is 2, 5. It's 5, 2,
Actually, I
that's 2.
forgot to
7.
take square root.
So 5720. That's my answer actually, Kamla. Okay. So it's centimeter cube. So that's the volume. Okay. Now in the question it says that find the mass of the pipe if 1 centimeter of wood has a mass of this. क्या हुआ? हाँ लगा हुआ है. हिल क्या होगा मुझे? जो मैं इसे टाइट कर देता हूँ. हाँ लगा हुआ है सर. सो मास निकालना है 1 सेंटीमीटर क्यूब का मास उन्होंने बोल दिया है कि भाई ऐसा 1 सेंटीमीटर क्यूब 0.6 ग्राम है, तो इतने का बता दो. जल्दी से मल्टीप्लाई करके आंसर बताओ मुझे. यस, डू द कैलकुलेशन नाउ.
3.432 kg.
केजी में तो पूछा ही नहीं मैंने तो ग्राम में पूछा.
We are
इसे मल्टीप्लाई करो.
3,432 ग्राम.
ये जो बच्चा है
3.32 gram.
ये 3,432 ग्राम.
3,432. भाई नंबर बोल दे करो हैं, वर्ड्स में बोलते लिटरली. भाई takes times to analyze. So 3432 grams. So in order to convert this guy into kg, I divide by 1000. You need not to. If you want to check your answer from behind, you have to then. So yes,
We are
that's my answer.
3.4 kg.
So that's my answer. Is it clear? Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Don't
Yes,
forget
beta.
to write this formula somewhere. Okay, how about in the second question, the front of the second question, right? The volume of hollow cylinder. So let's move to the third question. Now 1 minute is remaining for this session. So I'm going to end this session and we will rejoin, right? We will happily rejoin. Let's see if we rejoin as fast as I can. Let's see.